Morning. How are you this morning? Man, this time change really messing me up. It is. Who else is the time change messing up? It's ridiculous. It is. I was like sitting on the couch last night going, why am I so tired? It was midnight. Ridiculous is really what it was. Midnight. Anywho, good morning, beautiful people. Good morning. I am on I'm already at 1,100 steps according to my Fitbit. It's like having your conscience on your wrist. I kind of like it though. Hi, Deanne. Diane. Not quite ready for my morning, obviously. Working on the morning so far. So, good morning to you. What else? What have you guys had exciting go on this weekend? What did I do? I planted. I'm waiting to plant my lavender until this person comes and does a job he's been paid for. Of course, we paid him in full to do it, and he's not back. Di. You can call me Di. As in Di. Okay. Hi, Di. Good morning, Di. Good morning, Vicky Roop. Vicky Roop jumped on, and it's like first thing, too. Normally, Vicky's like, hey, how y'all doing? Oh, shit, Lisa's leaving. So, good morning, Vicky. Good morning. Let me share real quick. It's just been one of those. When I finally drug my carcass out of bed, it was totally ridiculous. I had this dream this morning that I wasn't home because I'm kind of a control freak. All right, I'm an intuitive control freak, but not intuition. I'm a control freak about everything else that goes on in my life. Kind of. Only your third time here, you will get a card. Die. You will. And I had this dream this morning as I was waking up that I went home, which is right, Vicky, right? And I do get to go home Wednesday, and anybody that's new, I'm here taking care of my mother in Texas, and it's usually role reversal. So usually Sam is the one. He's a contractor. He's out. Hi, Julie Sandeman, out traveling and doing his thing out there, right in the yard, or not in the yard, but in the world. And I'm the one either at home or I'm traveling with him. So now we have this huge role reversal thing going on where I'm not home and he is. It's the weirdest thing. And we've been living like that for 10 years where we're either traveling together um, or I'm home and he's not. So it makes it really, really difficult. Well, what the heck happened? Something happened. Hold on, let me change my microphone because I want to be on good audio. Oh, I am on the good audio. My goodness. So then Bill, his lungs started to reject. So here I am, right? But I get to go home Wednesday for 2 weeks. I'm so stinking excited. I can barely stand it. Hi, Kim Roar. First time here. We just popped up in your feed like it was meant for you to be here. And welcome. We're kind of slow this morning. I think it's a Monday morning after the time change. Everybody's kind of like trickling in a little bit. So I'm kind of doing my like Dr. Evil monologue until we are live. Good morning, Jill Bergman. So I get to be home for 2 weeks and I'm really excited. And good morning, Candy. And I had this dream this morning. Beth Fry. Good morning, girl. You might as well come out while I'm home. I'll be home for 2 weeks. I have no vehicle. I will be at the house. It's been, our Suburban's been in the shop since December waiting for a new transmission. I'm not amused. Meredith Reed, good morning. I got blurry all of a sudden. Am I better? Good morning, Crystal Gale. So, Crystal Gale, I just got that. So this morning I had this dream, and I know I've said this like 3 or 4 times already. And I dreamt that I walked into the barn. So anybody, Maria Simmons, uh, anybody that's known us for a significant amount of time knows that we used to breed horses, and I have one mare in foal. She's supposed to be in foal, and that means she's supposed to be carrying a baby, right? Am I blurry for everybody else? Sometimes my camera doesn't pay attention. Follow the finger. Um, and so I had this dream that I walked out into the barn and that there was this little sorrel, I don't know whether it was a bay, colt, a sorrel filly or colt, over in the corner of the barn in the stall. And I was like, don't you people, uh, come on, pay attention. Like, there's a baby. There's a baby. A little. Why is my thingy giving me a hard time? I'm going to take the graphics down. Maybe that'll help. I don't know what it's doing. It shouldn't. Here. Hold on just a second. Hold on. Hold, please. Hold, please. Is that better? Is that better? I have no problem cleaning my camera in front of everybody. Is it me? A little better now? What if it's my lighting? Huh. Let me try another light. Oh my gosh, I'm blind. Holy crap, I had a major thing happen. Anyways, so nobody was paying attention that my mare foaled and that there was a baby horse in the barn. And I was like devastated. Baby horse was fine, but I was still upset that nobody pays attention. Oops. Let me try this. Maybe this will help. I was still upset nobody pays attention like I would pay attention, right? It was the writing. I took the... Really? That's weird. Huh. So I get to go home. Now, she was confirmed in full when we bred her. And then, yeah, you know, we haven't bothered with her too much. We just kind of let her be a horse, and she's one of our forever horses. And I had a friend go out and, oh, that's the card we're using. Oh, really? We're taking out the big guns this morning. I had a friend go over there. She's working in the crystal shop at our Mystical Crystals. And she said, I told her, I said, make sure that when you go out there that you grab the halter. Don't just walk out there all willy-nilly, because this girl had an attitude problem. And when she's pregnant, she has a real attitude problem. So she calls me and she goes, well, she tried to kick me. Yes, she will do that. Now, do I condone this behavior in my equine friend? Absolutely, I do not. And when I get home, her and I are going to have a discussion about her attitude problem. But I'm going to be most excited to check her for full to see if she's in full, which involves a very long glove, you guys. Yeah, I'm that kind of farmer. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, the first card I'm pulling today, you guys, is not a personal card. It is a mana card. You know, I don't pull these cards out unless my guides tell me to. It's a very sacred, and don't ask me why it's a sacred deck. It's because it has that feeling. And has anybody ever had something around them that they just know there's so much love and care went into manifesting it, that it just has this incredible energy that goes with it? So if that was what it was, I can shut off the blurry light in my eyeball. Right? Can I shut off the blurry light in my eyeball? Yeah, not really. Okay. So this morning is a collective card, first off, for everybody. These are the mana cards. I don't pull these out very often, but Mr. Fry sent them to me in my care package that he sent me 2 weeks ago. He sent me a bunch of cards. Because when I came here from vacation. I was in South Carolina on vacation, and Bill said, I need you. And I went to the Bat Cave and took off. So anyhow, so these are the mana cards. So let's pull a mana card for today and see where we start from there. I understand. Great card. Wonderful card. This card is about bringing out your inner warrior. I thought you went home. No, I leave Wednesday. I leave Wednesday. This card is about your inner warrior. Now, what's really interesting about this particular card is this is a duality card as well. You can read it up or down. And this one come with the warrior, showing your own strength, being who you're supposed to be in this lifetime. Yeah, never seen these, Julie. These are really incredible cards. These are really. I have a guy that wants to channel today, and I keep pushing him off. This is a collective card, Diane, just for everybody to start with. This is show your own strength, be who you're supposed to be. Don't let anybody tell you who you're supposed to be, and defend the things in your life that that you feel are worth being in your life, because some things we need to let go of because they're old patterns, very, very much. But these cards, if you look them up online, I'll show you the cards again. They're called mana cards. Good morning, Jazz. Terry T. Good morning, Lori. Carol Ann. Good morning. So these are some really incredible cards. They just shuffle nicely. Tomorrow you're live. I have a thing. Maybe I have a thing, a schedule. Did I set up the schedules? I have to look. In the membership. Good morning, Angel. That will be announcing that you will be live tomorrow. Katrina. Did I? I'll have to look. You're talking about in the membership, right? Okay, these are. Let me put them together because I keep all my cards in their jackets. Only old ones do I not have in their jackets because I didn't used to do that. But I keep everything in their jacket. I don't know. It's that OCD thing. And that is the mana cards, the power of Hawaiian wisdom. Oh, I know it was the 15th. Yes, membership. Okay. I'll have to double check. I did some pre-work, and so now I have to go back and check the schedule. Tonight's class, you guys, is on the Irish Fae, and it's going to be with Nancy Bulliard. She's presenting tonight's class. So while I'll be on, I'll be sitting up in the corner while she does all the discussion. This is her class, and so what that means, you guys, is in the membership we have the let me see if I can put it up here. Our membership of classes where we do intuitive development classes and fun classes and practices and movie nights and we have trivia night coming up. I'm not sure whether we're going to put that out on My Mystical Life. We might put that on My Mystical Life because we're going to do trivia night where you can win. You can actually answer the correct question and get your reading that way. Punamu Alan. Paunamu. I don't see. Oh, giving it birth. Gotcha. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Okay, this is for D. This is for Di. This is for Di. This is for Di. Can I repeat that? Which am I repeating, Crystal Gale? The cards? Oh, which am I repeating? My mouth moves so quickly. I never know. This is for Diane. Oh, so on the 6th of March, no, on the 6th of April, we're going to have movie night trivia. So we're going to do like movie line trivia. No, Crystal, welcome. Welcome. But I'll be doing quite a few readings this morning. There's not a huge amount of people on here. When we have 60 people on, it's, 40 to 60 people. It's hard to get everybody. I'm going to try and get everybody in for a card this morning. So, I haven't put the Zoom link up for the class today, but you should get them and they should come because I post them in the community in the Facebook community, the private group. I post them on the group when you log on to My Mystical Life membership. There's the community there. They always post them there. And that automatically sends out an email that gives everybody the link, Amanda. So if you go check your profile and make sure you have it set up to receive emails, you might not have approved emails. That might be a thing. Okay. Deep breath this morning, everybody. I ran out of eyeliner. And that's telling Angel. Di's like, would you get over it already? I was telling Angel, my sister is Angel, and I told her, I said, I have two components to my face, sometimes lipstick and always eyeliner when I go online. And I noticed this morning when I clicked it up, it didn't click no more. It went, I went, oh, I don't want to spend the gas to go get eyeliner, but I am. The email hasn't been showing up in mine. I'm not sure what the heck is going on, so the new email might be a thing soon. Go check, Meredith, that you signed up for emails. Go check that you signed up for emails. I'm trying to keep it between lines. Wait, is this the squirrel one? Is this the squirrel one? It is. Hold on. We got to keep it between lines. Sometimes we do this in the morning, you guys. So totally me. It's so totally me. We don't always keep it between the lines. We really try. If you guys want to get messages from when we're online, look at me, I'm all technical. This is my infomercial. Okay. Di. Di, I have to tell you that this is a beautiful card. This is a really beautiful card, and I'm using the magical times. And I use the cards as a jump off point sometimes. Sometimes I'll read without cards, of course, but cards are a tool, right? Heather Johns, message me, please. But this is all about check your junk mail, you two guys. Okay, this is about letting you know that you don't have to worry so much about each step you take as you need to worry about how enriching each step is. Good morning, Dennis Casey. Each step you take in this lifetime has meaning because you set this up a long time ago to be walking this path. And sometimes it may feel like you're getting kicked in the chest. And I would normally say kicked in the gut, but they're actually saying it feels like you're kicked in the chest with these moments that take your breath away. And what you need to know is don't set your end all do all on over there. I have to get over there. I have to achieve that because if I don't achieve that, then I am not worth XYZ. You pin your worth on about how much somebody told you should be able to accomplish. And I have to tell you, that's not how this life goes. Okay? This life is about the journey. It's about how beautiful everything we learn all along the way happens. And this card is also, obviously, by the first line there, focus on how far you have come. You are not the same person you were 5 days ago, 5 years ago, 5 months ago, whenever. You're just not the same person. So all of the things your life is teaching you become this culmination, and it for you particularly seems like it's just going to burst. Like you're going to have a moment where you sit back and are wowed and amazed by the things that you've had happen in your life, but you've overcome. Okay? Hi, Melissa Ramos. If you're new, don't lurk, you guys. Let us know you're here. Lisa Phillips, good morning. Because we welcome our new people, because we are a community. We really are a community. It's not just a bunch of people that jump on for readings. We are... Stop. We are... Sorry, guys. Looks like I have, something wrong, right? Stop. No, I have somebody who wants to channel, and I'm like, come on. I don't have Moldavite at my desk or nothing this morning. Was not my intention this morning. So, but yes, make sure you are just enjoying the journey, because that's what you're learning. You're learning. Oh yeah, the Fae will take your stuff, won't they, Candy? They will take your stuff. They like shiny objects. Di wants to know anything good coming my way. I think a new educational awakening is coming for you, where you can look at things from a different objective and see things for as they are, rather than how somebody told you they should be. Okay, so let's... Wow, I am... Wow. Okay, calm down. Calm down. Good morning. I don't even have my coffee in me yet. I'm working on it, though. I'm really working on the coffee. My life would be so different had this soul tribe, if I had this soul tribe when I was young. Mine too. Mine too. You'll all hear me say, you're very welcome, Di. You guys will hear me say, I didn't start my spiritual journey until I was 38. I'm on a roll. Until I was 38 years old. And then all of a sudden, my husband, who is very, very, very kind for not putting me in an asylum, I started going, I think I see dead people, or I hear dead people calling my name in the bedroom. And he's a very tolerant man. No, really. Actually, Sam is a very, very gifted reader now, too. And if you look back, though, if you really look back at your life, even saying 38, right, which is a while ago, even saying 38, I can look back and I can say, oh my gosh, there were things you do. Hey, Jill, let's have a phone conversation later. Call me later before 8 your time. Like, call me. Will you call me? Call me, Jill. Do you have my number? Message me on Facebook. You can call me FaceTime. Look at me. Give me a call. Message me and say, hey, I'm calling. And I'll be like, okay, give me a call. I feel you. Sam does too. And I was supposed to call you yesterday because Sam said you're in our thoughts. Lisa Phillips says, I only heard you can't. You can't do that. You can't talk to spirit. You can't have this communication and direct link to the divine. All those things. And they're all wrong. They're all wrong. And, oh, okay. Understand. I feel so much more connected today in my life than I have ever felt with the things that we have going on in our existence here in the Fry household. So, but I feel more connected than if I went to church. Absolutely. Okay. I hear things too, and sometimes have things in my eye with a lot of color, but never make out what it is. That's fine. Guys, I'm 50. It is never too late to awaken, right? It isn't. You're not 50, Heather. Quit lying to us. It's early. Okay. Let's go back up. Let's go back up here. Let's go with Crystal Gale. You need more. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm probably going to end up doing a little channeling here in a little bit just because I have somebody that is super, super bossy. I've been taking an apprenticeship, working on trance channel. And I actually feel like this could slip into trance channel, but I'm not quite sure. And I am not set up for that this morning, just not mentally wanting to just, willy-nilly just say, hey, come on in. Not conference call. Okay. If you guys are watching for the first time, this is probably, we're not very moderated or whatever. I don't know what kind of technical term we want to call it. Gail, are you still here? Scrolling. Okay. I know. Katrina, I read her name out loud and I went, oh, I get it. Year 57 didn't get on board till 44. You know what, you guys? And isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? I don't know if I would have wanted to do. Kids were much kinder, though. Well, not in the relative term of children kindness in middle school than they are now. Is Crystal Gale still here? Because now, these middle school kids and these high school, they're horrible. They can be. That's not a blanket statement, right? But they can be mean. They have so many new ways. They've invented new ways for children to be mean. I don't think Crystal Gale is here. I don't see her. I'm 57 and just starting out on this journey. Kim Roar, it is never too late, girl. I'll tell you what, 57 is like the new 30, right? Swear to God, 50 is the new 30. It is. It is. It is. It is. And Heather John says absolutely the truth. It's work and not easy. It's not easy, but not hard like weightlifting. Okay. It is, what's not, tell me, you guys, what do you think is not easy about this? Tell me what's not easy. right? We're always asking for, what do you love? What do you enjoy? I want to know the dirt. What do you think is the hardest part of your spiritual journey? What is the hardest part of your spiritual journey? And everybody's answer should be different. I mean, kind of same, but uh, uh, Crystal, she performed at the Opry a few weeks ago. How cool! That would have been something to see, right? I've had Johnny Cash going through my head past couple days. I've been everywhere, man. What is the hardest? Second guessing yourself. What a great answer, Beth. What a great answer. I think that is one of the biggest roadblocks that people encounter when they're trying to open up. Because if we don't have confidence in ourselves, we have the hardest time letting go of the words, right? We have a hard time letting go of the words. And trusting ourselves, Maria Simmons, is also this huge, I'm sorry, I'm reading at the same time. Look, squirrel. Trusting your intuition, listening to your guides, figuring out their clues. How important is that, Candy? Oh my gosh, that is so important. It's why journaling is important, which is next week's class, by the way, in the membership. So, but once we free fall back into our guide's arms, all of a sudden the most amazing things happen. But we have to have that trust. And we have to stop second guessing ourselves. And then things start to flow. You know what I find the most difficult? Staying on a schedule to connect with my guides. Isn't that silly? Like, that's the OCD part of me, wanting to stay on a schedule to meditate. Tanya Lee! Okay, you guys. Hands down, this has made my morning. Okay? Hands down. I figured out how to unblock Tanya Lee. Others telling you you're making stuff up. Oh, God, right? You need new friends. No, no. And I don't say that either. I don't say that we drop everybody we know to move forward on our spiritual journey. I'm putting these tarot cards away now. But what I do say is, their way doesn't have to be your way, and you should not judge yourself based on somebody else's opinion. Only share with those. It's so nice to see you're unblocked. Share with the people that you know that are going to be lifting you up and supporting you, and which is why we have this wonderful community, right? This wonderful community that's running through the feed right now, because it's important. What live explains how that happened? No, seriously, we had a troll, right? I was troll hunting, and our feed moves, you guys, because we have 5 different places coming into here, and our feed moves really, really quickly. So I blocked the other person on Restream, but I did not block. I blocked Tanya because that's the one that popped up in as soon as I hit block off of Facebook. Oops. Took me forever to figure it out too. Really, really seriously did. Well, not forever, because I did figure it out. But anyways, let's move on. Thank you guys for supporting the Free Tanya campaign. Oh my gosh. You are priceless, Tanya. You are. You're awesome. Free Tanya, free Tanya. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Candy Nicely. Candy Nicely. Okay, what deck am I using for Candy Nicely? Okay, you have this great earth energy, Candy. What's your picture look like? I didn't even look at your picture. You have this great earth energy. I used to go, I don't know how people read and they don't have any idea who somebody is, what they look like. I need to know what they look like. Now I just go, look, there's a name. I don't know what changed. I don't know when that change happened. Something changed. Okay. She's like, wait, I'm here. I'm here, Candy. Candy, I think that there is, Tanya's in the house. Whoop, whoop. I think there's, you have somebody off to the side going, you have one thing. One thing. Hey, Angel, do not help. You have one thing, Candy. thing that you have in your life so much more prominent than other things at the moment. Like they're like this one thing is like right there, right there. So whatever you have targeting, whatever you've targeted as your goal at the moment, I want you to make sure that you are not doing your end all do all fixation on it. I need you to be able to go outside and put your feet either in the snow, depending on where you live. Not the snow, please don't go out in the snow. But you know, if it's cold out, work with your plants in the house, or if it's warm out, go outside and plant something. Really get that earth connection. Go hug a tree, ground, whatever. But make sure you're taking care of yourself, because if you start fixating on one thing too much, like this is my goal, I have got to get this one thing done, then what you do is you find that everything else kind of gets neglected just a tiny bit. So you have this guy, you have this person, it's not even a guide, it's somebody from the other side going, there's this one thing, please don't fixate on this one thing. Don't fixate on this one thing. It's just not as important as you think it is. Don't push out the things out that are going on the sidelines as irrelevant because that one thing, and I actually think it was an occurrence. Actually, what they're talking about, I think, is an occurrence, a memory that you have that just says, you don't need to do that. And with this, they're also talking about bringing in that air energy, that thought energy. Really put some, that's exactly what I've been doing and worried. Okay. They're like, when you really think about it, how much energy should you be putting into this? Should you be put in you, I don't know, this person says, don't put it all in one basket. Don't put it all in one basket. It's just not gonna help you. And if you're living 5 minutes ago, 5 hours ago, 5 months ago, 5 years ago, you're always going to be fretting about that. Let me tell you what's important. Where you're sitting right now, what you're doing right now. And I'm not talking about watching the video. You know what? I get on here and yammer away. I don't know why people want to watch. I haven't figured it out yet. But right here is what I'm talking about. Dropping the shoulders, releasing the jaw. You clench your jaw. I don't know if you do that when you're sleeping or when you do it, but I just feel like, you know, and live right there. With your feet in the dirt. And if you can't get your feet in the dirt, visualize putting your feet in the dirt. Visualization is very strong. Strong energy, you guys. If you can't actually be there, if you want to be at the beach but you can't be at the beach, put yourself on the beach. Put your feet in the water. Feel the waves. All those things. It's very important. Thanks so much for this message, and I clench my jaw always. You're going to crack teeth doing that. Don't do that. That's what my dentist said. So center, find your center. If you're in the membership, go look up for the centering shamanic journey. If you're not, just, you know, find that feeling right in the center. Right center of your chest, your gut, your head, wherever your center is. Because you guys know what? Not everybody's center is in the same spot. And just take a minute. Listen to the birds. Find yourself. Because that's the important moment. That's the important moment. This here. And we don't do that enough as people. How many people in a day sit there and go, if you do that for 2 minutes, just 2 minutes a day, man. And just listen. You'd be surprised how it shifts things. How it shifts things. Yep, relax and live in the now. Okay, moving on. I hope that's helpful. That's the important moment. Miss Johnny Cash. We're all excited to see Tanya still. Okay. Kim Roar, are you still here? Kim Roar. You do this when your mom is working. Peace and quiet, no lectures. Hi, Deborah Campbell. Still in. Still in live. We're still live. We are live. Kim Roar. Would you like a message this morning? Hold on. Oh, Kim, I'm not even gonna. Okay. Kim, I want to talk to you about Archangel Michael. First of all, I have a couple things my guides are really good at. And you guys, anything that comes out the mouth is from guides. Guides, past loved ones, whatever we're doing. Okay. This isn't me. Okay. Oh shit. I didn't send out text messages this morning. Dang it. Okay. This isn't me, this is guides. Always. Okay. I want to talk about, and I have guides that are good at a couple things. Earthquake predictions. I don't understand that. Whatever. And telling people when they're going to have sinus infection. No, I didn't send it out. I'm so sorry, you guys. I just flaked this morning. It's the time change. It's the time change. I'm a little bugged out. And what else did they? Earthquakes, sinus infections, and tripping. Lottery has not fallen into this category yet. If lottery falls into this category, you'll get a message you'll watch me live on the beach with a Mai Tai. Okay? I'll be like, hi y'all, I'm live now. Okay. Anyways, so I'm supposed to tell you, Kim, to watch where you put your feet. Your guides, I get Archangel Michael, and I do this. You'll see me do this because when I have Archangel Michael come across, he buzzes my bottom lip, and that means that he's working with somebody on protection. And then he shows me tripping. So make sure that you are paying attention to where you put your feet. It's so funny, because he almost shows me like, it's so funny. You will be back in Hawaii if you won the lottery. Amen, Katrina. He shows, it's so funny. It's almost like, you remember back when pantyhose, everybody wore pantyhose, and the women would try to be putting the pantyhose on and you'd fall flat on your face because you had 2 feet in and you couldn't. Okay, the struggle was real. The struggle was real, fitting those pantyhose on. And, but that's kind of what he's showing me. It's like almost having 2 feet in the pants and then just falling flat on your face. And don't push it, Katrina. And so your guides are actually saying, Kim, make sure you're paying attention because whatever the trip would be very silly. It would be something you're like, I can't believe I did that. So make sure you're paying attention to where you put your feet. But I also want to tell you that he walks with you often. It's almost like he has, hold on, let me see. He has his hand, he rests his hand on your left shoulder for some reason. And it's always like he's like turning your head to the right, going, pay attention over there. Pick your chin up. Why are you walking looking at the ground? Always pick your chin up when you're walking, but make sure you're paying attention that you don't trip on things because that's important too. But pick your chin up. Why are you He's so funny. He's so funny. But he's like, pay attention to your right. So he wants you to pay attention to the person that walks with you, making sure they're okay to kind of like watch for them because they may trip more often than you. So pay attention over that way. And he's also talking about, okay, maybe we're doing something else. Hold on. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. That was very helpful. I love how you did that. That was really pretty. So sorry, conference call. So I want to talk about the dove. I want to talk about this really, really beautiful dove that he shows. And actually what happens, it's very different. He represented this a lot differently. Normally I see little cherubs up in somebody's energetic field, but he's like, there's a little dove that lands on the ground. This is somebody that's been with you in many, many past lives. Sorry, guys. He's talking quickly. this is a girl that has been with you in many past lifetimes and many different types of incarnations. This is somebody that I'm not sure whether she passed very, very young or if she didn't make it into human incarnation. So this would also represent maybe miscarriages or anything along those lines when a baby didn't make it into this lifetime, which was part of their plan. Okay, I need you to know that. That's very, very, very important. If a child didn't make it to this area, you guys, if they did not, oh, let's get rid of the troll because, gosh, it's early in the morning and I don't need trolls. And there goes the troll. Um, so it's important for everybody to know that if you had any type of situation like that, that was part of a soul contract that they've actually come over to be helpful on a spiritual realm rather than in a physical realm. Okay. But that energy sticks around with you and hangs with you. And a lot of times, some people don't even know they might have lost a child, had a miscarriage, but that does appear. But this one is like, I don't know, I'm not going to do that. This one is so, I'm afraid to comment when you are troll hunting. Right, Tanya? I know. That was horrible. Um, rude people. It's okay. It's okay. Really, it's funny. When you get lots of trolls rolling in, they raise you in the feed, and once you go, "Thank you for raising my status in the feed. We can reach so many more people now." They leave. It's funny. I don't even bother with them. Okay. So that's what I need to tell you, Kim, and just know that you're guided all day, every day. You're walked. Michael walks with you. And pay attention, watch for the number 333. He's like, I will throw triple numbers in front of you, 333. And watch for those. I hope that's helpful. Time change is kicking my butt. I'm going back and reading. Taking the grandbaby to pre-K. Pamela. Awesome. Last time you read for me, you told me to watch Where I Put My Feet 2 weeks later. Tripped. Yeah, but was it a bad trip, Vicky? That's a long time, 2 weeks. Da-da-da-da-da-da. What do the numbers mean? The angel number, they're angel numbers. So anytime you see triple numbers, look them up and they'll let you know. You can look it up on Google and the angel numbers will let you know. Thank you, Calming Vibes. Thank you so much. Welcome, Calming Vibes. She's YouTube, new to our channel. Kim says, I'm new, so I don't know much about the numbers yet. And that's fine, right? We all go through this learning process of what fascinates us. I don't want you to feel like because you're new to your spiritual journey, you have to do it all. Because that's what a lot of people do. They're like, I have to be an herbologist. I have to be an aromatherapist. I have to know how to read oracle cards. I have to know how the angel numbers. I have to know this. Guess what? You don't. You pick and choose what works for you because that is what your spiritual journey looks like. Because yours isn't going to look the same as mine. Yours isn't going to look the same as anybody else's on here. If you have anybody tell you, if you don't do this, blah, there you go. That's wrong. It is. It just is because we're all unique. Which is something I don't do very often. I'm not very, and the tripping thing is seriously talking about fun. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. But they're talking about tripping over your own feet. It'll be funny situation too. It'll be funny. It'd be like you'll laugh about it. Don't know what I was saying. Shoot. It'll come back. Okay. Oh, I don't, I knew if I waited a second, I don't normally say, hey, could I be an approved reader? Well, I found this group that I thought was a really nice group. And I thought, you know what, maybe I'll just every once in a while do a reading over there, right? And I sent over a request and I said, hey, I'd like to request to be considered to be an approved reader so that, if I wanted to do a reading, just blah, over there, I could do that. And I had to give her a written written list of all of my accreditations. Okay, so here's where we run into a problem. Don't pay attention. I can go down the list. I mean, I'm an ordained minister. I'm a Reiki master. I have done extensive shamanic apprenticeships. I'm a licensed hypnotherapist. What else do I do? I'm a Diksha blessing, oneness blessing giver. What else do I do? A lot of stuff. And I mean, you're talking decades of knowledge, or not knowledge, but of education. And she's like, well, no, I need to know everything I need to know your certification dates, and I need copies of your certificate and your teachers. And I thought, never mind. Never mind. Obviously not where I'm meant to be, because here I'm in Texas. I have nothing at my disposal anyways. Never hung a certificate on my wall. I don't think that, I mean, it's great to have the paper, right? It's great to have the paper and be able to say these things I've done. But I just don't, I think it should be more, I don't know. That's just me. I don't know. I know, right? Right? I just was like, never mind. I don't need this. Sounds like too much work? Actually, it did, didn't it? It sounds like too much work, because I'm like, I'm states away. I would need these copies. Are you kidding me? I took my Reiki Master 12 years ago. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. It should, paper is just a paper. Now, when I started my journey, and I'll throw myself under the bus. When I started my journey, I was a paper collector. Ooh, I was a paper collector. I wanted my certificates and I wanted them framed. They never got on the wall. I wanted my certification from when I finished my shamanic apprenticeship. I was so excited. And then the teacher sat us down and she talked to us about it. And she said, I'm going to give you this paper, but the paper's worthless. Paper's worth about as much as a piece of paper is worth. Yeah, always believe my angels are with you. Right. Awesome. Because that's where this is. This isn't, this is who I am. And for some people it is, and that's fine. That's part of their journey, right? But I stepped away. I said, never mind. Never mind. She probably thinks I'm like fake too. I don't care. Just like, it's me. This is what we get. Papers and titles, seriously, work should be enough. Hey, yeah, come watch us. Come watch us online. Hey, I can see your work. Not, hey, let me see a certificate. Right. Absolutely, Tanya. So I kind of stepped away. But I was kind of disappointed at the same time. Not that I didn't get to read in that group, but I was disappointed that that was that important. But also, it was just, I kind of looked at this as, I didn't even realize. I mean, I do know that I don't care so much about papers, but at that point, when I was talking to this woman, I thought, oh my gosh, this just isn't as nearly as important as it used to be for me. You know what's important to me is I could measure my journey on important days. What is your most important day for you guys? Now, this is for me. This is personally for me. So I'm going to tell you my important day. But what is your most important day? In your spiritual journey? What do you think back and go, oh my gosh, that was my aha moment? When was your aha moment? That's an important day. That's an important day. When did you have your aha moment? When did you get your 2x4 therapy? Maybe she had fake ones and she's like worried about, and no, that's totally true, Katrina. She's very legit on that. Maybe she had fake people come through and she was worried about their certificates. That's fine. It's fine. Her decision's her decision, right? And maybe she is filtering that way, which is totally fine as well. It's great. There's no way. Meredith Free's like, yeah, there's no way. So many moments of clarification. Good morning. Joining for the first time, Desiree Gear. Good morning. Good morning. I can tell you, and I will tell you, what my aha day was. Tanya says, bummer, but also shows you how structure still is linear, and people who are fear-based, I think certificates and education are important, which I do as well, right? We both do. We're on the same page there. But your work and showcase what you do is more important. I agree with that as well. I do. when you told me to just say it. It's not for you. You are never wrong. Absolutely. But it's, yeah, you're never wrong. But so let me ask you this, Heather. Was it important that I told you that or that you did it? Which is more important? Right? When I did some mediumship, it was an amazing moment, right? Because you did it. Because you did it. Because you jumped off the deep end and you said, I'm going to allow this to happen. That is why I have a BA in communications. Yes, I communicate. And which is more enriching to you? Well, one rich, we have to do, right? Yeah, that's you did it, Heather. It's not that I said, hey, just trust yourself. It is that you finally did it. There's so much more achievement in that than there is me saying, oh, well, just do it. That's just the education. That's just the experience that I'm passing along because that's my aha moment. That's my aha moment. And I didn't have anybody to tell me to do that other than Metatron with a 2x4. Waking up twilight in the morning and him going, you will do this. And I went, good Lord, if you'll leave me alone for the love of all things holy, please come out of my dreams. I will do whatever you want. Just stop bugging me right before I wake up in the morning. I will journal you so hard, but just stop. Stop. And he really was. He was just annoying the hell out of me. They can't make us do anything, right? They can equip us with the information to say, hey, this is good for you. And then when I finally did it, he let up. And I wasn't having all these weird sacred geometry dreams anymore. And the feeling of trust, of just speaking for spirit, is amazing. It's just so liberating. And that's my aha moment when I just said, screw it, I'm going to do it. Whether I mess up, whether my lighting, okay, now to be honest, before I went online, I went and bought a new camera, new lighting, bought a new couch for the backdrop, painted the walls. I did all these things because I was like, if I'm going to do this, the backdrop has to be beautiful. The lighting has to be perfect. I have to have a new microphone. I have to do this. My computer has to be great. And it was stall tactics. Every bit of it. Every bit of it. But I do have a nice camera. Call Me By Him says, my moment started when I started to have dreams and I brought my first crystal when I aged 10. My journey started then. That is awesome. That is awesome. You have a jump start on a lot of us. You really do. And that you had family that would be like, oh, you want a crystal and you want to do this? That's great. You know, you had motivational books to help too. Great. That's awesome. Because you had your aha moment when you were younger. You're so drawn to the name Metatron. Sorry, random. That's not random. It's not random. Metatron comes to us in our dream state and in meditation, absolutely. But he does like that twilight in the morning dream. And if you just go to bed with the intention to talk to him, oh my goodness. Bring sacred geometry into your life. This is I'm sure you guys have heard, and if you haven't heard and want to hear, I will tell you. But this is how I bring sacred geometry into my life. And I will tell you about this pendant if you want to hear about it. But this is Metatron's cube, by the way. When Metatron's trying to come in, he's trying to say, hey, come on, let's move and let's work. He works incredibly well within the Akashic Records. Good morning, Jeanette. He works incredibly well through the Akashic Records with Saint Germain. They work together a lot. But he can be very forceful in his messages because he has more confidence. He has the confidence that we lack he pushes that across, right? He's like, just trust, and I will help you. And his help is infinite and deep, and you come away with so much. Bastian says, I rarely remember my dreams, sadly, except the ones with spiders and dying. Right. Bastian, here is my my suggestion on that. Before you even pick your head up off the pillow, have a journal sitting next to you, or take your phone and record your dream so you can put it down later. When you start to move your brain, you forget all of those things that you had right in that twilight, that theta dream state right before you wake up, is that hypnosis state. So you really need to write them down so you can review them later. If you don't, you're just like a fart in the wind. They're gone. Just gone. Uh, my spirit guide sent me here, and I love listening to other people's journey and learning new things. Awesome. It's what we do, right? We take a little bit from each thing and we move forward. 100% can relate to that, Lisa. When Johanna and I had our show, The Breakdown, we recorded it 3 times to try to get it right. Nothing but problems on the best of equipment. We said, F it, and did our show live with no editing, no amazing equipment, and it took off. Yeah, right? Yeah, you can overthink it. Yeah, definitely try that, Bastian, and let us know. Because once you start journaling the things that your spirit guides are giving you, it's like a neural connection. And then all of a sudden they go, aha, aha, aha. They're paying attention, aha. And then they bring us more communication because they find the avenue to get it across. How frustrating would it be to be talking to your human and be like, oh, Jesus Christ, these people don't listen. What the hell? I thought I picked an easy one this time. Guess what? Guess what? Okay, we'll tell the story. All right. So when we lived in Hawaii, I was bored stiff. I know that sounds so crazy, right? I was bored stiff in Hawaii. I had been to every stinking beach, seen almost every seal, went out and watched the whales, went seashell, and did all this stuff. And I was sitting and I was just bored. So in my evening time, I kind of have to have my hands doing something all the time. Anybody that knows me knows I'm always doing something. Anyhow, so I started taking jewelry classes, and they were just like little bitty tiny jewelry classes, like how to solder that little ring right there. Okay. And you made jewelry and bangle jewelry and stuff like that. And I thought, oh man. And I'm always one of those people that I can do better. Like, it's horrible. You're going to know too much. I'm one of those people like, okay, I figured that out, but I want to try the complicated stuff. I want to do the things that, are outside the class, and I want to do this and I want to do that. So, I was doing wire wrapping and things like that. And so I went and bought a torch because I like to burn things. And I mean, like metal. It sounded weird. And so I'm not a pyromaniac. I swear to God, I'm not. So I went and bought a torch and a couple little things and discovered I really like soldering stuff. So when we moved back to the States, I don't know where we were living. I bought more equipment. I can't even ship all my equipment now because I have too much. And I was getting frustrated because I wasn't taking classes anymore. Because I only taken a couple. And I wanted to... Anyways, I wanted to be a master silversmith. Heather Johns. I wanted to be better, and I wanted to learn more, and I wanted to do beautiful stuff. And anyways, I was getting really frustrated because Sam's about anything I want to do, you guys. That... Are you okay? I'm fine. Sam is behind me 100%. Everything I want to do, 120%. Anything I want to do, he's like, let's get you what you need. So we were at an estate sale for whatever reason. We stumbled into it, and there was a jeweler's torch there. So I go home with the jeweler's torch, and you want to talk about burning stuff? Oh my gosh. I can take a piece of silver wire and turn it into a BB in a hot second, because I'm like, you just touch it with it and it goes, shit. It's not what I wanted to do. Anyways, I wanted to be a falconer, but I don't have a falcon. I'm not judging you. Tanya, I love you. So, I was giving up. Because I had worked for months and months, and I could not, oh wait, no, Lisa Phillips. Okay. Lisa Phillips got in it. I just wrecked my rear end. Oh no! Why didn't I warn you? Hey, Lisa Phillips, don't be judging. I hope you're okay. Are you okay? Please let us know you're good. So I was just about giving up, and because I couldn't, everything I was trying to do was failing. I couldn't get the solder to work. The metal was dirty. Whatever was going on. Anyhow, I woke up one morning and I was in that twilight. And Metatron was right there, and it was one of the first times I'd worked with him and talked to him. I'm like, who's this guy? He's like, I'll tell you what, get up out of bed, cut this out, and I'm gonna help you put this together. You're talking about soldering 9 pieces together at one time, and I can't solder 2 things together without melting stuff. He says, I'll tell you what, do it, and it'll work out. And actually, it's not even 8 things; it's quite a bit more than that. And so I did. I got up, I cut it out, and I made all of the, and this doesn't sound like a big deal, but it is kind of a big deal. It was at the time for me. All these little silver cups that hold all these little gemstones, I made every single one of them. And in the morning that he's talking about, and I'm every single thing. And I'm like, I was amazed. I'm like, this is like my sequence of 30,000 triple digit angel numbers, right? And I'm going, what in the heck is going on? I did not have one issue making my Metatron's cube. And this was his way of saying, if you'll pay attention to what I'm saying, in all things, it'll fall in place. Because I mean to tell you, this is a fairly complicated piece for a self-taught brand new person. And what he said was, in all things, if you'll listen, I will give you the instructions and it'll work out. Calming Vibes was just looking at your website. And I've had a lot of people ask me to reproduce this piece, right? I have a lot of people, hi Tammy Hill, that have asked me to reproduce this. And I've only done a couple different versions. I won't reproduce this piece specifically because this is me. This is mine. I've also been offered a lot of money for it. But guess what? It's mine. And it's just one of those things. But it was another aha moment for me where I went, holy crap. That I never should have worked. It never should have worked for me. But then again, why not? Knocked exhaust off and dented the rear end. Dang it, Lisa. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm going to share this. Amanda Gibbs says, I woke up yesterday and I was like, I'm going live today. I created an event. And then I was like waking up going, oh crap, what did you do? Totally didn't plan it. Glad I did though. Definitely stepped out of my comfort zone. So you went live, Amanda? That's awesome. That's awesome. Congratulations. It is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. So that was the story behind the necklace. And that was one of my aha moments. I guess I was forgetting to tell that one. Because it really was an aha moment for me. Getting online and it's almost funny. He's like having your hand held as he walks you through every step of making that necklace. Don't forget that part. Yes, 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 sir. That won't be that. You're right, Katrina. Katrina actually it says it's gorgeous. You deserve to keep it because you overcome your struggle with in the main reminder that you can do anything as long as you keep going and don't give up, and that I'm guided every day in every way. That's another thing. Damn GPS. That is another thing. We are guided every day in every way. It's a huge lesson. It was fun. I'm glad you had a good time. That's awesome. Congratulations. Everybody give Amanda congratulations. Okay, so what do we have going on this week? Real quickly. Oh, that's April. I'm not there yet. Oh. Tonight, 7 o'clock Central. If you're in the membership, right? The membership is at www.mymysticallife.com. Nancy Boyard is doing our Monday class, which is normally myself or Sam, on the Irish Fae. So that's going to be fun. And that is just in front of the 17th, which is St. Patrick's Day. Tomorrow, Katrina McCabe will be live in the membership having a chat and discussion. And then on the 18th, which is Friday evening, I'll be traveling home on Wednesday. Super excited about that. On Friday evening, we're going to be doing trance mediumship, and I think that's going to be a My Mystical Life event. So I'm going to make an event for that. You guys can check that out. And that will be trance mediumship. Nancy Bulliard will be presiding over that in case people have questions while I'm in trance, so we can do a question and answer session. Do not ask me who we're talking to yet. I don't know. I have like 2 ideas of who may be coming across. Possibly 3. Possibly 3. Huh. That'd be cool. Huh. Okay. Possibly 3. I'm going home Thursday, but headed back the following Monday. Wow, that's quick, Heather. That's quick. I don't have a car. I don't like not having a car. Okay, so we have lots of stuff going on, and that's just this upcoming week. Then the next week we have journaling, Sherry Elsbeth. Then we have Tanya Lee on the membership, and then we have an ebook of angel therapy coming out on the 25th in the membership. Oh, we have just lots of stuff going on. Okay. All right, guys, that's my infomercial. Oh, actually, Katrina's going to talk tomorrow night about how you stay positive during anything. So she'll be talking about her journey tomorrow night. I'm from the UK. Will it be okay if I book a course? Book a course. Absolutely. Absolutely calming vibes. Absolutely. Good morning, Stephanie Marie. Actually, it's not morning anymore, is it? Dang. All right. I have to go buy eyeliner because it's super, super important. It's important enough I'm buying gas for it. It's pretty bad. Maybe I should make Amazon pay for the gas. Okay. All right, guys. Everybody have a wonderful day. Find light, find love, find joy. Feel divine because you are. I'm working on a new project. I haven't finished the other project because I'll show you what this one looks like. It's come further than it was. I don't know what that's about. Okay. This is the project I'm working on now. When it is done, you guys shall be shocked and awed and wowed. I swear. This is the one I'm working on right now. I started painting on the black dragon last night. So, anyways, everybody, if Mr. Fry were here, what would Mr. Fry say? What will Mr. Fry say? Mr. Fry would say, what is that? Hi, Brenda Springer. You like that, Amanda? That's my second piece. We're gonna go work on the first one and the first one is mine. The second one, the dragons, will be available, but here's the kicker. Nobody knows what it does yet. Nobody knows what it does yet. Which I think is hysterical and fun. May the light be with you always. Absolutely, Heather John. All right. Have a great day. I will talk to you guys later. And blessings, light, joy, all that good stuff. And talk to you later. Bye.